my name's Marie. I'm coming to you live from Perth, Western Australia. And it's my privilege to be with you tonight as I'm going to introduce you to something that came my way some 2 years ago, an incredible company that offered me an opportunity not just to improve my health and sense of well-being, but indeed to capitalize on a great booming trend and build a business from the comfort of my home. And it's that I want to share with you tonight. So without further ado, I'm going to actually share my screen and get straight into the PowerPoint. So bear with me just a moment. We should be able to get started. So this company, who is it? It's called USGS Global. And this company came about back in 2009 and really brought to the world, to the masses, an opportunity to capitalize on growing trends in health and wellness, but also a growing trend in a change in the business world and allowing us to sort of build our own businesses from the comfort of our own homes, as I just said. So let's get started and I'll tell you what all the fuss is about, and we'll see whether this holds something that perhaps will excite you as it has me. So, this world that we live in is changing at an unprecedented rate. And when we look at this term global convergence, what we're really talking about is how the world has really changed in terms of being much smaller than we've perhaps grown up for it to believe, but really very much more of a global village that's open 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. This really puts us in a space of where we can connect literally 24 hours a day and potentially build businesses. And that's what we're able to do now, is leverage technology, just as we are here on a live webinar that's able to go out across the globe to connect people to this particular opportunity and to me tonight. So, what we've got on offer here is the opportunity to indulge in, this new economy of taking and making the most of this global connectivity, but also we recognize that USGS Global as a company brings to us unprecedented technology in the field of anti-aging. So we're capitalizing on a growing market trend there and partnering it with the opportunity to earn money online. So let's have a look at who's behind this company. You can see the company owners in front of you. We've got Randy Ray and Wendy Lewis, who are a husband and wife team, well respected in this industry of direct selling, but also well recognized in their own fields prior to them coming into this particular business model. Randy Ray is well known to be a man of vision. He's been in the IT world previous to the network marketing industry, and he's been involved with developing computer software and hardware. His business wife beside him there is, a guru in terms of, she's a statistician, she's a maths guru, and she's really sort of, the brains behind the company. And alongside them is Scott Lewis, our Chief Visionary Officer, who's been very strategically involved in making sure that USGS is out there for the masses, and, we can leverage the availability of this company across the globe. And he's got a long-term vision for where this company is going. He talks in terms of a 30-year plus plan, so a legacy company that's planning to stick around. But let's see what they've achieved so far. When I first looked at this company, we were sitting on the direct selling top 100 listed around number 38. And at that time, shipping to only around 100 countries around the world. But in such a short amount of time, because of Scott's strategic vision, we've been able to sort of capitalize on this ability to grow a network across the globe, and are now indeed open in 141 plus countries and territories around the world. And in order to do business internationally like that, it doesn't mean that you need to have your own connections in those countries. This is a person-to-person business, and quite literally, you may well know somebody in your backyard, in your neighborhood, who knows people from other countries around the world. And it's that connectivity and ability to use the internet to talk and to showcase this opportunity that can allow for the growth of business, quite literally, as you can see, just some of the countries there. And in order to make this happen smoothly, what USGS has done is open headquarters around the world, or should I say international offices around the world, just to keep that streamlined in terms of shipping of products, in terms of making sure customer service is as best as it can be. So again, they've really sort of gone all out and made sure that this is, a good business for just about anywhere in the world. Now, as I said, when I first looked at this company a couple of years ago, in terms of where it ranked in the direct selling top 100, it was sitting at number 38. what has shocked and surprised me in a really positive way is how this company continues to grow year on year. And I'm going to introduce you to why that is in just a moment. I mean, it comes because of the business platform, but it also comes because of an incredible product line. But you can see the figures there in front of you. So a couple of years ago, when I looked at the company, it was sitting at number 38 on this direct top selling list. And at the beginning of 2017, we were named inside the top 15, and indeed you can see there at number 14. Now that sort of growth to go year on year on sort of expanding at such a rate and driving itself inside that top 20 is unprecedented. No other company is achieving this sort of growth. So we've been very well recognized. We're multi-award winning. And this is why we bring to you and everybody else out there in the big wide world the opportunity to feel good on the inside and look great on the outside. And this is through the development and the science in the product line, which again is capitalizing on a booming industry. We know that the anti-aging industry is set to become worth $1 trillion by 2025 is what is projected. And we're making sure that we're in the market space at the top of the game in terms of the technology in that industry and in that space. So you've got a product line before you that you can see, and I can't go into the detail of all products, but what I can do is give you a little bit of background on some of them and then get you to explore the rest of the line with whoever has connected you with us tonight. But what I will tell you is I've got a long time background in health and wellness. As you heard at the beginning, I'm an intensive care nurse and I scrutinized this range. I wanted to be sure that I was aligning myself with a company that really did offer the best, and I believe I have found it. As I say, having looked at the items in this product range, there's nothing better, and I'm a devotee of the product, but also of the business model as well. So let's take a look at who we've got on board with us. This company has attracted the very best in the industry of health and anti-aging. And this gentleman is really where it all started. He's a stem cell researcher, and I'm sure most of you understand the power of stem cell technology. It's in medicine around us, as medicine is evolving its technology. So people are having their knees rebuilt with the power of stem cells. They're looking at, turning paraplegics and quadriplegics, into potentially being able to walk again through the power of the growth of stem cells. But what this gentleman did with his background in cosmetic surgery and in dermatology, he was very interested to see what could stem cells do for skin. And indeed, having harvested skin stem cells from live stem cells, he took them into the lab, fed them, nurtured them, and recognized that as they multiply, they indeed secrete what we call human growth factors. Now, you and I produce human growth factors as part of just the way the body functions. We need growth factors to optimize our cells. But, as we age, our ability to produce those factors diminishes. And what Dr. Nathan Newman, the gentleman that has born about this technology, has discovered is that we can actually develop this in the lab, put it into a skin range, and help your skin rejuvenate from the inside out. And indeed, have you looking great, feeling younger, and getting the benefits of that technology. So we have a skin range. That's where the company started, although we have gone on to evolve into and expand into other health domains. But, this is the skin range. Not all of it is seen here. It's gone on in itself to expand in recent years. But the key product that I want to introduce you to is where it started, which is our Luminous serum that you can see mid-center there, our cell rejuvenation serum. Now, when this company was born about, it was keen to get some third-party independent testing behind it. And indeed, the company that you see named on screen there took a group of individuals, both male and female, and got them to try the range. And out of that study, 100% of people said that they would use this or recommend this product to others. They were quite happy with the results that they'd achieved. And being a word of mouth, direct selling business that is on the table with this company too, that bodes well. That means that, people are happy to talk about the results. They're getting the results that they enjoy. And again, you can see further figures there. 87% of people enjoyed the benefits of looking younger, feeling that the skin was smoother, more luminous, and indeed 74% felt that their skin was feeling firmer. So great results, which means that people are happy to talk and share the product range. Here we've got some pictorials of some people that underwent that trial. The lady you see before you, she had some deep lines analyzed by a high-grade computer, and you can see them indicated by the dark blue lines on screen. And she had a 65% decrease in the depth of those sort of creases in her skin after some 56 days. So again, really great results. But as I already said, that trial was open to men as well. And this is a very sort of unisex range. It's perfect for all humans, whether it's male, female, different skin types. You don't have to go looking for products that offer, benefits for just oily skin or just dry skin. This is because of the human growth factors in this range. It assimilates with what your skin needs, and that's really important to understand. So here's a gentleman here, same sort of time frame, 56 days use, and he saw a 52% decrease in the finer lines on his skin. Now, the next lady, this is one of our pioneer product users and indeed one of our pioneer business builders. Her name is Winnie. She was a little bit of a skeptic, as you might well be. Sometimes when we're introduced to new things, we think, oh, I don't know, could be, might not achieve the results. So she had the very same feeling, was like dead set on undertaking her own trial, and very bravely applied the serum, which was the only product available at the time that this was introduced to her, to just one half of her face. And the results really did speak for themselves. She used the product for some 10 or 11 weeks or so, and just on one half of her face found a real diminishment in the finer lines on her face, the creases around her eyes and around her mouth. But what was much more exciting for her and a skin doctor specialist that she knew was what was going on underneath her skin. So you may be aware that as we age, we reduce our ability to produce collagen and elastin. And that's why when we get to my age, and potentially yours, that the skin starts to show wrinkles and starts to sag. But what she saw was the rebuilding of collagen, and that was really exciting. And this lady has now been in this business since 2009, and she still doesn't look a day over what I would say is maybe, she's in her late 60s, but you wouldn't put her much above 50, and she's in the best of health. So let's have a look at what else Jeunesse puts on the table in terms of its product. That skin range, it went gangbusters when it was launched. But, Jeunesse is all about how do we keep ourselves healthy on the inside, keep our day-to-day function at its best, optimize our health. And this is one of the top sellers around the world, and it's called Reserve. And the reason for its power and potency is an ingredient called resveratrol. Now, some of you may have heard that red wine is good for you, and we know that, there are many of us that like to indulge in a glass of red wine every now and again. But, whilst red wine has been touted as being very good for heart health, because of this compound that it contains, resveratrol, you don't really get it in the concentration that we really need for ongoing well-being. What Jeunesse has done is concentrate resveratrol, and in one little sachet here, a 30 ml pouch, there's 185 milligrams of that compound. And it's enhanced with other great antioxidants. We know that our bodies are potentially rusting from the inside out as a result of all the toxins that we've been exposed to over our lifetime. But this is about turning back the times on our cells. This is about diminishing premature aging. And we've got other potent ingredients, as I say. We've got grapeseed extract, acai berry, blueberry, green tea, all well known to help protect our cells. So this is my go-to everyday product. It helps to boost the immune system as well. It helps to boost metabolism and balance blood sugar, and really is a power punch and very palatable, very easy to take, great for all the family. So that is just an overview of a couple of the products, but there are many more out there to explore. And again, just check your marketplace, because not all products are immediately available in all those countries that we spoke about. Jeunesse launches products piece by piece, and depending on how new or old your market is, you'll have other things accessible to you. But I'll draw you to take a look at, a great weight management system that's been introduced particularly here to Australia recently, and that's the Zen product. But for those of you that are, concerned about memory loss and the brain aging, there's a great product that you can see there way left of screen called Mind, and that really is worth exploring. I encourage you to take a look at the ingredients in that, and the randomized controlled trial that was done on that product is really very exciting. But moreover, you know, this for me was, when I was first introduced to this company, it was the product that I was interested in. I was in the market space for, you know, trying to keep myself looking younger. I'm now in my 50s, and definitely having been exposed to the sun here in Australia, my skin has been damaged, and I was very poor at skincare. So fell in love with the product, there was no doubt. But what I was introduced to and what captivated me was the potential behind the business platform. And Jeunesse offers you the opportunity to benefit from the products, absolutely. But, you know, if you're in a space in your life where you're looking to potentially add in another income stream into the household, you know, whether you, like me, I was, you know, decided that I didn't want to work full time. I'm raising a family. You might be a mother like me that, you know, was interested and open to looking at ways that you could generate a business from home. Other people out there may well be retrenched and looking for new opportunities, and this is a genuine opportunity worth looking at. Or indeed, you might be, you know, perhaps one of those that's, you know, retired, but your super hasn't really done what you thought it might do. You might have lost money with the global recession. So again, this is something that maybe will be something that you can work in and around your day. So let's take a look at what's on offer in terms of the income streams. There's 6 different ways to earn, and I'll just introduce you in a brief overview of how that might look for you. Now, the first way is what we call retail profit. If you choose to partner with Jeunesse, whether that's just to access some of those products that we've spoken about, or indeed, you know, put yourself in a potential to earn money, you can essentially pay a membership fee which entitles you to own your own Jeunesse website, and from that website you will be able to shop at wholesale pricing for yourself, but indeed you can refer other people to your website, and if they choose to purchase as a retail customer from your website, the difference between the prices of a wholesale product that you pay versus a retail cost that your friends or family may choose to pay, the difference between those two is called your retail profit, and Jeunesse will pay you that on any item purchased from your website. That's a one-off payment anytime anyone shops from you. The second way is what we call our sales retail bonus, and this is paid, you get what we call a customer acquisition bonus. So for every time you help somebody set up their account and shop with a package online, whether that be a basic package just to explore the products, or indeed you're talking to somebody that really is quite interested in the business and looking to get best value for money and really kickstart their business, they may choose to buy a bigger pack which contains more products, and more products means more points. There's a points system attached to all products within the Jeunesse line, and depending on which pack you set them up with, you'll get an immediate sort of bonus kickback from Jeunesse called a customer acquisition bonus, varying again depending on the country that you're in. Could be $25 on a small pack, right up to $200 or even $300 in some marketplaces for starting people on the larger business packs. Again, that's a one-off for each time you help somebody open up their own online account. But where it starts to get exciting is when you think about this in terms of generating a more leveraged income, where you're working to help other people see the benefits of shopping online and see the benefits of potentially expanding their own business teams. Now, imagine that you sponsor me into your business and help me to grow my business. We're sponsoring people within our business network, and that we will, within this compensation plan, work with a binary system. So we're building a left team and a right team, just two teams. And every time people join the business and products are purchased, you and I will benefit from all the product sale reward points below you. So the Jeunesse computer is looking and accumulating those points, and every time it sees a combination of 300 points from one team leg, 600 from the other, you will earn a commission of $35 US. And it doesn't sound a lot, I know, when you hear that for the first time, but imagine that you're building a team, I'm building a team, and other people within our organization are building a teams, potentially internationally in that untold volume of countries of some 140 plus. Maybe you can get a sense of expanding internationally and all product points coming through your business site. So there is a potential to earn up to 750 team commissions in a week. That translates to a much more generous figure of over $26,000 US. You know, and that starts to sound very attractive. Now, I'm not suggesting that's done overnight. It does take work, and it does take, you know, being willing to help others thrive in this business platform. Now, that said, that's one way of earning, a leveraged income. But what's very exciting too, I found when I first looked at this, was what the company calls its leadership matching bonus. Imagine that I sponsor you and you're gung-ho, dead set that you want part of this compensation plan, and I get to work to help you and show you how to help other people, then there's the potential for me to earn what we call the matching bonus. So for every $1,000 I help you earn by helping you expand your team, the company will reward me for putting effort and time into helping you build your business, and I will earn 20% matching bonus on what you earn. So if you earn $1,000, I'll earn $200 for having helped you. And likewise, when we help you expand your team, you help others join your team and understand what's possible. Every time somebody that you sponsor earns $1,000, you will earn 20% of that, so $200. And I, as your sponsor, who's also continuing to help you grow your team, will earn 15%. And you can see on screen that, this comp plan goes 7 levels deep, depending on your rank within the company. So you do have to achieve particular ranks in order to open this part of the business plan. But it's done very, very easily, simply by sharing products and helping other people see the value of products and business. The fifth way is our customer acquisition incentive. So for every 5 repeat ordering customers you have in your business every month, you can add another 5% onto level 1 matching bonus, or up to another 10% if you've got 10 repeat ordering customers. So there's some value in just getting people started on product to help you, increase your matching bonus. So that's more money on the table for you to, put in your pocket. Or there's this, this is the last way to earn, and this is kind of where everybody that's in this for genuine business strives to go, and it's called the diamond pool. And this is reserved for those people that have really gone out there and bossed a business internationally, mostly, really get deep in the trenches to help other people expand their networks as well. And all those points that move through the business over days, months, and the year. Every quarter, the company looks at and shares out the total cumulative points volume. So the rewards points that we speak about in terms of what moves through the organization, the value of 3% of the company's total points in a quarter are divided up in a monetary bonus to those in the qualifying pool. And there are some 200 plus diamonds around the world, all enjoying the benefits of this particular aspect of our compensation plan. And if that's not enough in terms of what's on offer from a financial point of view and a product point of view, there's more on the table. This company is so generous in, it really does want you to succeed. So there are bonus trips to be won, incentive trips, there's, training to be taken, advantage of. There's conferences locally and internationally for you to, potentially win trips, tickets to, flights to, accommodation at. Again, the smaller print detail, you can just connect with whoever's got you on with us tonight. But again, some people just love to travel. And this is a great way for them to get out and see the world and, share, the lifestyle pleasures with their team members and indeed continue to grow their businesses. So what are we offering you here? It's an opportunity to look at life slightly differently. As I've said, the world is getting smaller. Everyone is online, and the idea is to capitalize on those growing trends. We've got the cutting edge products, there's no doubt about that. We've got a great technology in the platform that we use to help people grow their business. We're using live webinars such as this. There's online training that's offered. There's a YouTube site that can help you sort of learn more about the products of this business and give you the benefits of learning how to share the products. And ultimately, this will be whatever it is that you're looking for. If you're just looking for a health win, we've got the products. So at least get started there. But if you're looking to, change the level of freedom in your life, to earn an income that comes in, well, whether you necessarily work today or not, there is the potential for that. You're earning potentially 24/7 as teams are expanding within the network that you're in. So we're inviting you to take a look. And as I say, I've been with this company some 2 years and I've enjoyed great pleasures already. But I'm not going to get you to take my word for it. I'm going to introduce you to a couple of people that are around the world right now enjoying the benefits of this company. And I'm going to cross live now to a gentleman who was not getting stuck on product at all. He saw the products, didn't think that they might well be for him. He's a young man and he was all about the money. So going live now to Singapore, if I'll just stop my screen, is Christopher Kwar. He's over there in Singapore. He's actually at Changi Airport, and I'm going to let him explain to you why he's at Changi Airport. Chris, are you there online with us?
Yeah, hello. Hello, thanks, Marie. Thanks for having me.
Hey, Chris, you're a young man, you know, what young man is interested in skincare? Potentially not too many. I'd love for you to share what you saw when Jeunesse came your way and just explain why you're at Changi Airport this evening.
All right. Thanks, Marie. Thanks for having me. Okay, let me first share my Jeunesse story and my Jeunesse journey so far. Okay, like I said, I've always been a corporate worker back then, okay, because I've been working in this very place that I'm in now, this Changi Airport, for like 8 over years, okay, because last time I was very much a corporate animal because all I knew was to study hard and to work hard to get a good job. But of course, after 8 years of working, I came to realize that corporate world is not going to give me any recognition. It's not going to give me the kind of life that I wanted because no matter how hard I work, I just can't seem to get promoted as fast as my peers. Okay, so, and of course, 3 years back, most importantly, when my mom, she almost lost her job because of a major illness, it was only then did I realize that the corporate world not only cannot allow me to control my increment and my promotions, the worst thing is I'm just merely using my own time to exchange for money. So I was pretty disillusioned with the corporate world. And of course, when Jeunesse came my way, at first, like what you correctly pointed out, at first my sister, she just tried to share reserve with me. Okay, so that time I thought that I'm still pretty young. I thought I don't need any supplements. So at first, I didn't see the value of this business. It was only coincidentally when I went to one of the local business showcase, when I saw the 6 streams of income that you have also just brilliantly presented, I was really blown away by Jeunesse compensation plan. Because once I saw the global team commission, I knew that I get a very good chance to convert my airport annual salary into my Jeunesse monthly income. So I told myself it's a no-brainer. So I should straight away at least get involved part-time. So that's why straight away I get involved part-time, and as we follow the global proven method of doing this business, now that I have some results, I'm very thankful and very grateful to say that I've actually fired my boss and I'm now doing Jeunesse full-time. But what am I still back in my workplace? Actually, I'm just chit-chatting with my ex-colleague, having dinner with them and sussing out how are they doing, because I'm sure they're not unhappy with their job and maybe they all want to partner with me in Jeunesse as well. Very interesting.
So you're in a business meeting right now. So I know that we've dragged you away from the table. Before you go, can you just give us a sense of, you know, how easy it's been for you to expand internationally? Some people might not understand how that bit works. How have you built your business?
Oh, definitely. Okay, this business, Jeunesse business, is really amazing because most importantly, we have this global team. Okay, this global team in this under our mentorship of a lot of global business partners. This global team, like Marie, now you're in Perth. I'm in Singapore, and you are already helping me to take care of my Perth team. So, like I said, I'm very grateful to our global team, and most importantly, I'm very grateful to this Zoom webinar, because like what you're doing now you're at home and you're the main speaker for this webinar is amazing. Because with this Zoom app, okay, I can actually sit at home and do back-to-back meetings with my global team. I can help them to showcase this business. I can showcase the value of this business to their friends right from the comfort of my home. I could be on a meeting with my Greater China friends. On the next minute, I'm having a meeting with my Malaysia team. Then after that, straight away, I'm having business meetings with my Perth team. So this is truly global. So that's why I said this app and modern technology now has really made this business so easy. So I really urge everyone in the audience, okay, this is really a business that you definitely can do part-time at least. So quickly hop on and really, this business will definitely blow you away. Like how it has changed our life as well. All right.
Absolutely. And that's it. I mean, you're doing business internationally and you're not having to fly to those countries to build your business.
Correct.
I think you're right. You know, the power of this digital era is, you know, absolutely mind-blowing. Chris, I'm going to let you get back to your meeting. I know that that's an important one. So enjoy your evening. Good luck with that meeting. I hope that they see what you and I see. And I'll talk to you again soon.
Right. Thanks.
All right, thanks, Chris. So there's Chris, a young man who's building his business full-time over there in Singapore. I'm going to cross now to the other side of Australia. Not my personal business team, but no doubt, you know, a great colleague. We've worked together, you know, across Australia and met at various meetings around the world. We've got Jeanette Chan. Hello, Jeanette.
Hi. Hey
Hello,
Marie,
hello.
how are
How
you
are
doing?
you?
Hi. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
Yeah.
I'm still in Christmas mode. Let me tell you, I'm not ready for the working world. Okay, Jeanette, I won't
Yes.
keep you too long, but I'd just love for you to share. Again, you're similar to Chris in terms of you're highly educated, you've bossed it in the corporate world, but I think, you know, you've got a young family, as I do, and there came a time where you felt that you were sort of trading your time for money and missing out on, you know, the beauty and the benefits of your own children. Can you share again, you know, what pushed you outside the box to take a look at this style of business and what it's meant to you so far?
Yes, sure, Marie. Thanks for having me tonight to share my story, and very privileged, very honored for this. Well, so brief background. I now live in Canberra, Australia, but and just moved here 2 years ago with my family. But before that, we were from Singapore, and I also lived in Hong Kong and the UK for many years. You know, with my job in investment banking, and I was doing that for 20 years, which was great. But coming to a new country and also starting a new life, and you know, as you mentioned, with my two young kids, I really wanted to spend more time with them. And you know, I also actually wanted to look at you know, starting a business. All right. So I think Jeunesse came to me at a really good time because I was looking to do something online, you know, and something global as well. Something global, something online, and it's something that keeps me looking and feeling young. Why not, right? So I think that's how I started on my journey, and it's been incredible ever since. I've been learning so much, you know, not just about the business, about the industry, about this amazing company, but also about myself, you know, and also about relating to people, and you know, being just genuinely trying to help more people to change their lives, you know, if they want to. So I think this has been really you know, an amazing journey for me. I really feel now that you know, it's something that I really like to share with more people, just to give them options. You know, if you're happy with what you're doing, you know, working in your job, your career, or running your own business, and that's doing well, you know, it's great. We're happy for you. But if it's not, you know, there is an option. You know, there is an alternative out there, which we have found, right, Marie?
Absolutely.
And it is, yeah, and it takes less capital and time as you think. You know, it is a new paradigm. It is very different from the traditional business or job, which I guess where the learning comes in. You know, where and a great teamwork support, and a wonderful USGS system that is helping all of us um, to share and really to plug in the tools that we have. You know, in our busy schedule, right?
Yeah. So in terms of learning how to do a new business, I mean, obviously you're a bright woman, you know, you learn fairly readily, but you know, it is a bit of a mind shift. How have you found the actual sort of embracing the technology that is on offer within this company? You know, in terms of if you're talking to other people that have had a traditional sort of, you know, work life up to this point, you know, how do you go about encouraging them to sort of learn to do different?
Well, it's easy because we have so many amazing videos that teaches us. And when I first started as well, I mean, I was working full time, but when I was stuck in the bus, you know, on the train, I would be watching the videos, listening to it. I mean, we all can find the time if we really want to, right? If we value it enough. And you know, in the beginning, I was very intrigued, very curious to see, you know, how can this be so good? You know, it's too good to be true. You know, there's
Yeah.
something wrong with this, but you know, how can this company kind of come up from nowhere and, you know, hit 4 billion in sales in just 8 years, you know, 140 countries, you know, what is it that they have, you know? And I was very intrigued. That's why I started doing a lot of research. But I found the more I watched the videos, the more interesting they became, the more inspiring, you know, you know, the more I watched and learned from the inspiring people. You know, that really motivated me to really want more out of life, you know, to be to, you know, to find the purpose to make a positive impact to more people, you know.
Yeah.
And I think it's really the videos, I can say, you know, I mean, videos, and of course reading books, right? So ebooks and audiobooks and all that. But we need to learn. You know, I mean, it's a new skill for most of us. But the more we learn, the easier it gets, isn't it?
And the better humans we become as a result. You know, if you're out there sort of sharing this with other individuals with the intention of changing their life, I think you're right. You know, it helps us be a better person as well. So you're right.
Yeah.
So much on the table here, and no reason not to take a look. And you just mentioned, you know, the growth within the company. I think the awards speak for themselves. You know, it's, you know, highly recognized within the industry. And it's the company that everybody is watching because it's doing it right.
Yeah, and maybe I just want to add one last thing. You know, sometimes people feel, oh, this is a business, and you know, when I retire, I'll look at it. You know, but actually, it is not. I mean, it doesn't have to be full time, right? You know, like you have you know, a career as well. But it starts off part time for a lot of us. I mean, for me, I chose it full time because I also want the time freedom, with the family. But you know, anyone can start anywhere. You can have, you know, half an hour a day, you know, 1 hour a day. It's starting somewhere, right? And building up along the way. Yeah.
Absolutely. It offers everybody something, I think, and that's important. All right, well, thank you for your time, Jeanette. I know it's getting late over there where you are. You're 3 hours, I think, ahead of us. So almost your bedtime. So I'll let you go, but I'm going to cross again to, you know, just across town here, still in Australia. And I'm going to invite Bev Woolhouse to the call, if I may. Bev, are you there?
Hi, Anne-Marie. Hi, how you going?
I am good. How are you doing?
I'm really well, thank you.
Well, I'm going to be open with the audience and let them know that you indeed are the lady responsible for getting me started. And I will be honest again in saying it was your skin that got me to look at, you know, well, it was a simple question. Bev, you look amazing. What are you using? I think I need some. So that's where it started for me. But you're an astute businesswoman yourself, having owned multiple businesses across your lifetime, and you were very quick to show me what was on offer in this business, and continue to sort of help me evolve my business. But can you go back a step and share, you know, you're in your 60s. I hope you don't mind me telling the audience that. And, you know, that's a big shift for somebody in, you know, that's done corporate business all their life to go way outside the traditional box and look at an online company to start with, and one that relies on network marketing, as in talking to other people about what you found. Can you share a little bit about how you got started and why you got started?
Well, unlike yourself and Christopher, it wasn't about the money. It wasn't at all. It was about exactly what you said. I was 60 years old, and I was looking for something for my skin. But I got into this industry because the fact is that traditional businesses had lost its, I guess the word is, it just lost something that I loved it and I was passionate about it, but it's changed. And that comes with technology. You know, that shifted everything for a lot of people. And I started to look at my businesses and started thinking, you know, am I happy anymore? Is this giving me what I want? And it just wasn't anymore. I felt unfulfilled. I also felt really tired and worn out, and I was stressed. And so when it came along, I didn't recognize it. As you know, we often don't. We don't recognize it as something that we want to jump onto, but I did like the product. So it's like people like you saying to me, you know, what have you done to your skin that sort of made me think, do I want to do this? You know, does this industry appeal to me? And I sort of thought, well, why not? And like Jeanette just said, the main thing about this is you keep your job. It's not like you're going to, you know, sack your boss straight away. You know, this is a process. This is a plan. And I gave myself a 5-year plan. And in the 5 years that I've been in the industry, so to speak, you know, it's been extremely rewarding, and, you know, I've become quite successful in it. So to me, it's like doing something that I never thought I'd do. Actually having a feeling about this business was something like I would never want to do it. So I've had a big turnaround, Marie, and I guess it always comes from dissatisfaction, wanting more, and believing that anyone can have anything if they put their mind to it.
Absolutely. I like that. I like that. So in terms of, you know, anyone can have anything if they put their minds to it, what do you see for the future of this business? You know, where do you see it taking you?
Well, I think it is a lot. You know, Kim, our great leader, Kim Paris, often says that this is a people's business. It's not a product business. It's not a business where we're actually, it's about people. It's about engaging with people. And like you said, Marie, earlier, it's about how you deal with that. It's about how you grow. And I've seen people change their lives, you know, their personalities, you know, they've changed everything about themselves. And the money seems to have come after they've done that. So, you know, what I see is I just think we're on this sort of mission to help people find themselves. And in doing that, they actually start to make money. And then, you know, they start helping others. So when Kim said to me, Bev, like, forget about the money, forget about the product. This is a people business. Just fall in love with people and just help people and the money will come. You know, she was spot on, because that's exactly what we have to do.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you've shown me, is to, you almost have to step aside, don't you? It's like, yes, of course you come into it for yourself, but very quickly you learn that there isn't any success unless you're actually actively out there helping other people get what they want. Isn't it the great Jim Rohn who says, you know, the more people you help get what they want, the more you get what you want? And that's the power of this particular business model.
Exactly, Marie. And what actually happens is these people who were once your business partners actually become your friends, and you want to help them. You want to change their lives, and you want to help them pick up the pieces. So it's more than the money. It's more than just a business. It's a real community.
It is. It is. And I know you've evolved your business internationally as well. You know, some people perhaps your age that might be looking for new ways to make money and do it online. How have you gotten around that whole phobia of, my goodness, we're in this techno age. How does somebody like you, you know, get to grips with that?
Not very well.
That's so not true. I have seen you're better at the tech bit than I am. I'm still learning. I'm quite useless. But here, I mean, you really have embraced technology. You recognize that it's the way to do this business.
That's that one thing. If I had never made any money out of this business, that's one thing, you know, like
you've learned how to put a presentation together.
and I've learned how to give one. And I've fallen in love with technology. And, you know, for someone who's not even, you know, really doing Facebook, you know, who doesn't even want to do Facebook, but technology and what it can offer us, like I've fallen in love with Zoom. You know, this is a way to do business. You know, we can do, you know, Philippines, the United States, we've got team all over the world. And that's how you do business. Like, you don't have to jump on the plane. And so it makes it so much simpler. And, you know, spreading this business, and it's just so much easier than what I even imagined. I just thought, how this is going to be so difficult. So I even got a shock. And I love the fact that I've grown myself in technology, you know, and I can help others, you know, younger than myself.
I'm not much younger, but we have others in our team that are much younger. So very quickly, 2018, where will we see you this time next year?
Well, I'm very, very excited about 2018. I feel like it's going to be a lot of personal growth involved as well. But, you know, I really, truly believe that the company, Jeunesse as a whole, we're going to see this company go through the roof in 2018 as more and more products come on the market. It's going to be just so exciting. So I just see myself, you know, absolutely embracing the company and the people, and, you know, and the sky is the limit, Marie. And if I only want to earn $300 a week, that's possible. But the sky is the limit, and, you know, you can set yourself whatever you want to set yourself to make your life and other people's lives a lot easier.
Yeah, well, here's to that. I'm also looking forward to enjoying the best of 2018 alongside. So I'm going to let you go. It's getting late here too in Perth. So thanks for your time. Thanks for joining us, and I'll see you in face-to-face very soon.
Okay, thanks, Marie.
All right, thanks so much. So that's Bev, you know, a businesswoman in her own right, who's, you know, had a major shift in recent years to join Jeunesse and, you know, lead expanding, very readily, quickly expanding team across the globe. So, you know what, I hope I've shared enough with you tonight that's got you to either think, hey, I could really benefit from some of that product range, but moreover, maybe think outside the box and think, you know, what could I do with a little bit of additional income? It might be just a few $100s that you're looking for, or indeed it might be to replace your current income or reach for the stars. It really is all here and is all possible. And the beautiful thing about this company is that, you know, you're connected to people that really do do want to help you thrive. So take a closer look, feel free to ask questions, but wherever you are in the world right now, I hope that we see you in the Jeunesse family before too long. It will be the best decision you ever made. Anyway, good night from me here in Perth, Western Australia. As I say, hope to see you in the Jeunesse world sometime soon. Many thanks for joining us.
If you see something for yourself, get back to the person who shared this video with you. And don't forget to subscribe to the official USGS YouTube channel to receive future videos.